What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. My name is Nash, and today I'm going to be talking about finance jobs that are scams. So when I say scam, I'm not talking about the legality of these jobs because they're completely legal. I'm talking about how misleading they are, and they usually target college students or students that just graduated from high school, students that just graduated from college that are looking for jobs. So people that are kind of like desperate to find jobs. So they will target you and then they'll promise you one thing and it turns out to be something else, which is what I'm going to be explaining in this video. So I can tell you that almost 100% of these jobs are going to be in sales, right? Selling something that's related to finance, right? A financial product. And some of these jobs include titles like financial consultant, finance management trainee or associate, financial services sales professional, financial executives, investment advisors, and financial planners. So as you can see, these sound pretty official, right? So if you're looking for a job, you see a posting online and then it has this title and then you look at the requirements and it's usually like, you just need a high school diploma. And you got to be able to, someone who's self-taught, someone who likes to learn, just the usual description. It's never really hard to get into this. You're going to be able to find these, if you're just looking up jobs and you see one of those jobs that say get paid $2,000 a week, right? Being a financial advisor or something like that. And most of the time they advertise online and sometimes they'll reach out to you on LinkedIn. They'll message you on LinkedIn and they say, I have a way for you to make an extra source of income by doing this, and that, right? So that is how they approach you. It's usually through a direct message on LinkedIn, or it's a job posting online that has something like make $3,000 in a week, something that's going to catch your eye. And then you look at the job description, it says, well, you just need a high school diploma. And you're going to be like, wow, I just graduated from college, so I'm more than qualified for this, so I'm going to get the job. And then you end up getting it. And most of these jobs will say they'll pay you $2,000 a week or up to $2,000 or get paid this much. But what they don't tell you is that most of them are commission based, right? It's 100% commission based. That way they don't lose anything. So if they're paying you to be a salesperson and you're not selling anything, they still have to pay you, right? If it was not a commission-based job. But if it's commissions, then how much you get paid is based on what you sell. So they're never going to pay you a salary. It's always going to be based on commission. Or they could say it's paid training, right? And you get paid the days that you're training. So they're going to pay you the money, but they're also going to get their money back. So it's kind of like a loan, right? So whenever you're selling their product and you're getting paid in commissions, they're going to take a cut until that loan is paid off, right? So if they say paid training, you're going to pay it back. I promise you. They're going to be taking a portion of your commissions just to pay that back to them. So they're never going to lose money. All right. So let's say, for example, you get approached by, this company and they say they want you to be an investment advisor. And then, they tell you all the good things. You're going to get paid. You're going to do this and that. And, one of the things that a lot of people don't realize is to be an investment advisor, you have to be certified. You have to get certifications for that. You can't just walk around and, give people investment advice without being certified, right? And those certifications cost money. So these companies will say that, they'll help you get the certification. But what they don't disclose is that they're not going to pay for it. You're going to pay for 100% of it. So some of these exams, in order to be able to sit down to get a certification, you have to be sponsored by a company. So they will sponsor you because they are a company, but you have to pay the fees on your own, which can be really expensive, really, really expensive. So if you're looking into be a financial planner, there's a certification for that. You can't just go around, planning people's financials. And if you're going to be selling insurance, you have to get certified to sell insurance, right? It costs a lot of money as well. So they don't disclose that. They just say they'll help you. All right. So let's say you are naive and you're interested in this job and you got through the interview and you like it so far. They're telling you you're going to make $2,000 a week. You can make up to $10,000 a month. All that good stuff, right? You're interested in the job. So there's going to be a training. This training is essentially to tell you how to sell whatever you're selling. It could be insurance. It could be investments. The training is going to be for 2 or 3 weeks. They're going to be teaching you a sales pitch. And this is because they are approaching college students that probably didn't major in marketing or anything business related, right? So they have to teach you how to sell the product, right? So you're going to learn about the product, right? If you're selling life insurance, you learn everything about it. And for this, you really have to memorize this because, you probably never sold anything your whole life, right? So you have to memorize this because it's a script that you have to follow. So at the end of the training, you have to put everything into practice. And essentially what they do is that they'll ask you to put a list of family members, relatives, and friends. I've heard that they'll make you create a list of 100 people that you know. And the goal is for you to practice your sales pitch. They don't tell you directly like, hey, you have to sell this to your friends. You have to sell this to your relatives, right? They just say, go ahead and go practice this, right? And if you get sales, hey, that's a plus. If you don't, then eventually you're going to have to get sales, right? So you might as well get sales selling to the people you know, which is something that ends a lot of relationships with people because, you know, they associate you with a scammer, which is you're the victim in this position, but people don't understand that. Let's say you go through the training, you get your licenses, now you're ready to go. You're ready to be a salesperson. You're ready to be a financial planner, advisor, whatever you are, you're ready for it, right? So this is when you get the reality because they don't have to push you into doing this, right? Because you already got the license, you paid for it, right? So you might as well get your money's worth. So you're going to realize a couple things. And one of the things is that if you are paid that during training, they're going to tell you that they're going to need that money back and they're going to be taking part of your commission to pay that off. So essentially they gave you a loan, which was covered up as paid training. And if you're working as a financial advisor, you need a desk, right? You need an office, right? So essentially some of these companies will have a huge office space, right, with a bunch of desks. So they're going to assign you to a desk. This is your desk, but you have to pay maybe $200 a month, or that's a little too much, but maybe let's say $80 a month to have that desk, right? Because you're not going to be a financial advisor and not have a professional office, right? So that's going to come from your commissions as well, right? And if you don't make enough commissions, it's going to come out of your pocket. So let's say you do this for a little while and essentially it's going to get to a point where you're going to go in debt just to work at that job because the job is 100% commission. You might not be really good at sales, but if you don't sell anything, then you don't get paid. And the company doesn't lose anything because they're not paying you. You're the one that's paying them. They say your commission is like maybe, let's say 20%, right? This is just an example. And you bring in, let's say, $3,000, you only get paid 20% of that, and the company gets the rest of the money. So they're going to be, in the long run, they're going to be making more money than you're going to be making, right? All right. So eventually a lot of people end up quitting these jobs because they realize that, you know, they're not making any money. They're probably going into debt by working at that job. So that is why it is super easy. If you get approached by any position that's a sales position in finance, go ahead and look up the company name because a lot of people that quit these jobs, they leave a lot of reviews online. That is why it is really important to be careful when you're looking into sales positions in finance because they can be really misleading. That is pretty much it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Make sure to go and hit the subscribe button below if you haven't already, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.